What is going on, the Catch fam? Hope everyone is doing phenomenal tonight. Hope everyone is having a great Wednesday. You guys already know what time it is, baby. Another live, way too early 2022 fantasy football mock draft. We got Steven in the building. What's going on, bro?
Not much, man. Just getting my karate moves ready for the mock draft, man.
Yeah,
Had to get it ready. I'm ready to take anyone down. I've got everyone in my sights. I'm coming for blood in this mock draft. That's my strategy here. No Miles Sanders and coming for blood.
Yeah. You're gonna end up with Miles Sanders here and there. So
a little too much.
Yeah. I apologize for the late start. We're a couple minutes late. Had a couple of technical difficulties. We actually both had some, so that was fun. But we're here. We're good to go. Looks like we got 2 open spots, actually. Yeah. So if you guys are interested in hopping in, we usually don't start till about 15 after, anyways. So yeah. Maybe we'll push it to 20 after since we're late and we got 2 spots open. But yeah. So not a lot of craziness this past week. The last 2 weeks, though, absolute insanity overall in the NFL world. So we finally got some peace.
I don't like the peace.
It was fun 2 weeks, man.
I want more chaos. I'm ready for Deebo Samuel to get traded. I'm ready for all the works to happen. I did hear like one thing today, and I guess it was not really that confirmed, but in fact, it wasn't confirmed at all. But there were like rumors of Odell going to the Patriots, which I guess has been kind of circulating for a while, but I don't know. It is kind of the question because we were talking in the mock draft last night about like, do the Pats go out and sign or draft a rookie receiver to kind of help out Mac? Kind of the way I feel like with all these teams that need receivers now, though, in the draft, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe the Pats went after another free agent receiver if they were to bring in some more resources, unless they're going to have to kind of kick it back to like later rounds to grab a guy. I saw some other news that this is a pretty decent chance that Jimmy Garoppolo is going to be back in San Francisco.
I saw that too,
because of his injury, and there's just really no market for him right now. Who would have guessed that, right? Like, who would have guessed after the press conference when they lost, that Jimmy Garoppolo would still be in San Francisco, and he's now going to be a backup more than likely? I mean, does this impact Trey Lance at all for you if he is there? Like, do you think there's a chance he starts next year? Like,
well, I mean, hey, it's not a bad idea to have a backup quarterback you trust, you know?
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I mean, I think it affects things, but no, at the same time, it doesn't. Like, and if they're not going to get the right, trade value out of it, then why not just hold on to him, right?
Yeah.
But no, I think Trey Lance will be okay. I think our boy Trey will be all right.
I think even if Trey was not good and Jimmy Garoppolo was the clear-cut best quarterback to go week 1, the 49ers would still go with Trey Lance because
their future guy, right?
You could. There's no possible way you could have Trey be the backup this season. And that's what's kind of crazy. Like that, it shows you how money moves everything, how draft capital moves everything. Because like sometimes it's not about who's the talented player, right? It's about where the draft capital was, where the dollars were spent. And I mean, that's why guys like James Robinson, who I know you're still relatively high on, like I'm not high on, because like he's not the running back of the current management that are there. Doug Peterson didn't draft him. Urban Meyer had not drafted him.
I have not been crazy about.
He's coming off an ACL injury, right?
But don't hate on my boy Robinson, man.
I'm not hating on him, but I still see people when we're doing these fantasy mock drafts going out and grabbing Robinson way too soon for me. I mean, you're seeing him as like a sub 4 round type of running back in some mock drafts, and we'll see if that's still the case come June, July. But for me, man, this is Travis Etienne's show. If it's anybody's show that is on the current roster, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Doug Peterson didn't have faith in any of these guys, because they're both coming off of injuries, and they both weren't drafted with Doug.
That's a good point. But I mean, Peterson. I feel like the year they won that Super Bowl, they used a lot of different running backs.
Yeah.
Garrett
Blunt was a part of that.
Yeah,
Who else was in that carousel of backs? It was
you had all kinds of guys because they had a ton of injuries.
That's going to be really tough. Who else was in that? Garrett Blunt.
I'll figure it out. Wasn't Corey Clement one of them?
I think he was. Yeah, he was like the fourth guy on that rotation.
He had like a monster.
Yeah.
Jay Ajayi was in there, right?
Jay Ajayi, and he was so slow. He had that massive 70-yard run where he got stopped.
Oh, he did.
And then he has the famous comment of like, when Madden Raiders see that, they're gonna lower my speed. It was funny as hell. But yeah, they had a few backs.
Hold on, I think I'm almost maybe what kind of okay, final roster. Okay. Jay Ajayi, Kenjon Barner, Garrett Blunt, Corey Clement, and Wendell Smallwood.
Oh my, Wendell Smallwood, yeah. And then he ended up going to the Commanders, I think, and he was a backup there for at least a year. But yeah, Kenyon Barner was the burner that kind of had a place in the NFL for a while, coming from Oregon. He was so electric at Oregon, and then he just did nothing in the NFL. I think he even had a little stay in Kansas City for a little bit.
So you guys came through, Catch Fam came through, and got those 2 spots filled. Thank you guys so much. That was awesome. Very quick response. Thank you guys.
Should we run it? Let's run it, man.
We'll kick off at 8:15. Give everyone a second to get in here. Guys, I'm going to need everyone to hit that like button. I'm going to need everyone to get in the live chat and say what's up and let us know that you are here and ready to draft. Mr. Sarcastic, what's up, baby? Smoking the cat, what up, baby? LeBron's brain in the building. Salt and vinegar chips are S tier. Just want my opinion.
I love salt and vinegar, man.
I do like some salt and vinegar, bro.
You can't. Let me just throw out a teaser, a challenge, right? Okay. Get in a car ride that's over 3 hours and have a bag of salt and vinegar chips. Try not to eat half the bag. Yeah. Try.
I recently got some jalapeno cheese potato chips.
That sounds really good, man. Good. Oh, wow. That sounds really good, actually.
Chat. Favorite type of potato chip variety? Let us know.
Also, let's just get into the snack category, too, if we want, because another one that's really burning the head right now is, the pretzel bites, the Snyder's pretzel bites. It's like the little pieces of pretzels, and then they coat them in the cheese is my favorite, and then also the buffalo wing. Dude, you get a couple of those bags, get a couple of hands in there at the same time. You want 2 hands in that bag at once, so you can have 2 hands full at all times.
Dude, I'm telling you, the honey mustard flavor is legit. Ronald, what's up, baby? Jerry, what's up, baby? Ronald, I've had some internet issues, so if I go away, I want John to pick who I would pick. I got you, bro. I got you. Jane, what's up, girl? Good to see you. Glad to see you this weekend, right? Yeah. Gonna be exciting. Emily in the building, what's up? Good to see you guys. It's 8:15. Let's kick this baby off. If you're not here, if you're late, we're going to draft for you. And then hopefully you guys can hop in. And We'll get you guys some good teams, though. Let's see here. Salt and vinegar chips are only good for like the first 5 minutes. Or first 5 chips, I was going to say. First 5 minutes. It just depends on how many you eat. I like honey barbecue. Yummy. Big fan of hickory barbecue. Look at Ronald and Jerry with the same potato chip choice. LeBron's brain Snyder, honey wheat pretzels are a tier. Oh, dude, honey wheat pretzels are legit.
I don't know if I've had that.
Ooh, those are good. Those are good, man. Is Steelers here? That's wait, is it Smokey the Cat Steelers? I'm just gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go because they'll probably pick JT either way. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to try and pull up some NFL news. See, I mean, everything right now is just more speculation in terms of what I've seen, at least. So nothing crazy coming out. But there are still a good amount of cool free agents out there. Mainly
Patrick Peterson back with the Vikings. And I'm not in love with that move. I don't think Peterson's like a tremendous player by any means, but last night on the mock draft, again, we took a corner with the pick there. I think, they've invested a ton on the defense. They actually have a pretty nice defensive unit next year right now. And the fact that they brought back Patrick Peterson at corner, maybe they use that number 12 pick elsewhere from corner, because do you really go out and sign a guy like Patrick Peterson if your first pick in the draft is going to be a corner? I don't know. So maybe a little bit of direction on what they do in their draft.
Who knows what the Vikings are going to do, bro? Who knows?
Hey, they got a really good team, man. Don't act like
they're not awful. Yeah, I mean, hey, if the Packers struggle this year, I mean, I would say the Vikings are probably next in that division, right?
So, John, I want to run something by you real quick, because this Lamar Jackson thing's been hanging. Oh, Najee Harris, first pick.
I think Smokey said that. I mean, he is a Steelers fan, so that makes sense.
Nice.
Yeah.
Maybe he couldn't be here for the first. Yeah. So, obviously, Lamar Jackson hanging around for a bit. He has not been re-signed. There's positive talks, right? I saw Harbaugh. I guess Harbaugh is back. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Is there a world where it makes sense to not re-sign Lamar and instead to trade him?
No. They're going to re-sign him. And it's not, from what I've read, it's more like they just...
Hot take, but can you trade Lamar and go with Huntley until you can find a better replacement and get?
I mean, you can.
Think about what you get from them. We've seen the Watson deal. We've seen the Russell Wilson deal. Lamar is a more electric player. He's younger. I don't know, man.
You could. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think that. I don't think that's what's going to happen personally at all.
I do not want to see Lamar anywhere other than Baltimore, unless he goes back to Miami, where I think he grew up. Because, dude, like, if you follow his social media or you see his social media, he's active in the community, man. He loves living down there. And I feel like he's perfect for the city too. I personally hope he's like a Raven for his entire career. Kind of like Michael Vick. Michael Vick was perfect for Atlanta.
I hope that Tyler Huntley is a Raven as well for the rest of his career.
What? So. No, man. I want Tyler Huntley to go somewhere else, bro. He could start somewhere. I think Huntley's better than Carson Wentz.
That's fair. Mayday, what's going on, bro? Give me the hottest wings you can find. Hey, I'm right there with you. What's happening, bro? What's happening? Ronald, I got JT. You sure did. Look at that. Beautiful. I like hot wings, says Jerry, but my favorite flavor is lemon pepper. Lemon pepper. You don't sleep on lemon pepper, bro.
Lemon pepper.
Yeah. Don't sleep on lemon pepper. Let's see here. Emily, they'll resign Lamar. I absolutely agree. Does Lamar win out? I don't personally believe so. They just haven't made it. They haven't started negotiations, is all it is.
Mayday dropping huge news, bro.
Whoa, Bruce Arians retiring. What?
Dude, we talked about it, bro. Tom Brady is not a fan. Brady don't like Bruce Arians, dude.
He made him.
Holy crap. What a power move.
Whoa.
What a power move.
Yeah, Bruce Arians retiring, moving to front office role. Todd Bowles will be the new head coach.
Oh, that's hype, bro.
Todd Bowles, not Leftwich.
Not Leftwich? No. I thought he was the next guy. I thought he was the
too.
That's actually a little surprising, but Leftwich isn't the guy.
I thought it'd be Leftwich too, but hey, Mayday. Wow.
Bro, Tom Brady literally just got somebody fired.
Probably. That is big news. Appreciate you coming. Mayday. Wow.
That's crazy. And
how does this affect the Bucs?
I mean, ultimately, I guess it speaks to the larger extent that maybe this wasn't Bruce Arians' offense last year, right? Maybe it really was Tom Brady's offense. And, so I don't know if it's going to really impact it that much.
I wonder what front office role he's going to have.
I don't know, right? I don't know. I guess it's just so awkward to say he's totally done.
He's done this before, though. But, he's moved around. He's retired. He's come back. But, hey, he's had health problems and stuff. I could really see this being.
Dude, no, this was career. Tom Brady, bro.
Yeah.
This had to have been all the talk, everything about their beef. And then Tom Brady does come back. I guarantee you Tom's first comment was, yeah, we need to switch this situation right here.
That's crazy. Philly Mike checking in. What up, baby? What's good, bro? Good to have you here tonight. LeBron's brain, it's time to come out. I am Tom Brady. I knew it all along.
That'd be awesome.
the only man he would have as crazy of a wide receiver trade mid-season last year is Tom Brady. So that makes sense. All right, so we have a run on running backs here in the first round. We got Najee Harris. Smokey came through and did let us know he didn't think he was a 1-1, so he did not mean to have Najee. But hey, you are a Steelers fan, so Najee's gonna have a great year, man. So yeah. But yeah, JT, Derrick Henry, Cook, CMC, Eckler off the board. Now we're here at pick 7, so big run on running backs as expected, as we usually generally see here in the first round. And there goes Davante Adams with the 7th overall selection.
Interesting.
Oh, I gotta mute this. This is super loud in my ears. Holy cannoli. Oh gosh, I got an interesting pick here, man. I got an interesting pick.
Davante Adams and Tyreek Hill, are they still the first 2 receivers?
Right now, that's the rankings they've got. They've got Adams, Hill,
I
Diggs,
do not agree.
JJ Cup, then Chase Brown. I mean, these are like still. I don't.
I think it's got to be Jefferson, Cup, Chase, and then Adams. Tyreek Hill is not top 5 for me.
Yeah, those top 5 receivers, dude. It's going to be very, very. It's not as clear cut as it once was. Not at all. Not at all.
Yeah.
I want to switch it up. I'm going to pick Cooper Kupp here. Yeah.
That's a great switch up.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever gone receiver in the first round. So we're going to do that tonight. We're going to see what happens. Let's hear. Brady is a fan of the catch.
Absolutely. Hell
yeah. Yeah. Chase, what's up, baby? How you doing, dog? What up, what up? Good to have you here tonight. Word around town, Andy Dalton's outdoing Jameis Winston for the starting spot. Yeah, the Saints did sign our boy, the Red Rifle, and I could see a little quarterback competition going on there. I could also see Andy Dalton being the backup there. We'll have to see.
Mm-hmm.
Jared, about to take Kelsey and Kittle back to back. Not if Steven takes them first, bro.
I really considered it. Dude,
that nice.
Jerry always gets the 12th pick. Doesn't he? Like, I always feel like he's right there.
That 12th pick is nice, man. People have to realize that Adams will have a decline in targets due to Renfro. I think Waller as well. I saw a stat. This is loose. Over the last 2 years, Davante Adams in the league was number 2 in targets, and then Waller was like 16, and then Renfro was 18. Don't quote me. Those are loose, but still. 3 guys on that team who've been top 20 in targets in the last 2 years. Yeah, they're going to have to find a way to kind of spread that wealth around, so to speak. Yeah. But I think that the targets will go down for each individual, but I don't think that makes them necessarily bad fantasy players, so to speak, you know? So, yeah. For a short time, Andy Dalton was the highest paid quarterback in football. Yeah, I remember that.
Jerry didn't do that, man. Jerry was a liar.
Jerry went double receiver.
I love this pick, dude. Jerry, this is a great pick by you, man. Seriously,
a lot of upside on a consistent basis out of Jamar Chase, and when we look at Diggs, just consistency in general. You know, maybe not as much upside, you know, but still a phenomenal fantasy player too. Steven, I love the start to your draft, man. I love that start, bro.
Thanks, man.
I do. I really wanted Javonte to somehow fall here in the second round to me. Great pick by Mayday right there. But nonetheless, I will have to draft a different player. I'm going to go Nick Chubb here. I'm going to get rid of that Nick Chubb hate. I'll go Nick Chubbster.
Oh, you love your Chubbster.
I love
Josh Allen going in the second right here. Okay.
They saw the jersey tonight.
Yeah.
They saw my jersey. Red hair isn't a good look in a black and gold helmet. If Tyreek Hill was on the Chiefs, still, you had the better wide receiver 191, Adams and Waller, Hill and Kelsey. I think that you already have the known chemistry between Mahomes with Hill and Kelsey. Probably more upside out of that group, but probably more consistency on a weekly basis from a fantasy standpoint out of Adams and Waller. So, yeah. Jerry playing chess, says Ronald. Jerry still want to show Ronald my actual drafting skills. People forget that Chase had 0 fantasy points in the playoff liability. Yeah, basically became a decoy in the playoffs.
Dude, I disagree with that.
Against the Raiders, he had a good game. If I'm not
mistaken. Didn't he have a touchdown against the Chiefs?
I'm gonna look it up.
And I know in the Super Bowl he had the big time catch. I think he had a pretty good Super Bowl. I don't know. I remember him having a better playoffs, but I do remember him getting cold towards the end of the year.
I'm gonna look it up if I can.
I've got another NFL update after you tell us what this is.
Give me a second, guys. Okay, I found it. All right. So he had nine receptions, 12 targets against the Raiders in the wild card game. 116 receiving yards. He had 109 receiving yards against the Titans the next week. He had a touchdown against the Chiefs and 54 receiving yards and 89 receiving yards. No touchdowns against the Rams. So he did have one touchdown against the Chiefs.
Yeah.
And then he had two, games of 100 yards or more, and then still 89 yards in the Super Bowl is not bad either. But fantasy playoffs. Oh, okay. My bad.
LeBron's
well, hey,
brain.
now you know.
We just went like in on LeBron's brain right there. We were like, no. This is what actually happened, LeBron's. Let us fact check you real quick. You got
I just didn't know off the top of my head, so I wanted to check. But okay, good point. Good point. Go ahead,
John. I got NFL update here.
Okay.
Jim Irsay comes out here and says,
"Oh, I was going to bring this up. I got it pulled up.
Well, you can go into more detail because right now I'm just looking at the headline. Pulled the classic.
I've got
the headline.
I've got the quote pulled up.
If
we're on the same page, Colts owner Jim Irsay calls the Carson Wentz error a mistake he couldn't wait to fix. For us, the fit just wasn't right. I don't know why. A lot of times you don't know why, but you know it isn't. It was important for us to move in a different direction.
That is so bad, dude. That's so disrespectful.
It's not great. It's not great.
That's so disrespectful.
It's not great. Wow, I really can't believe I just went in on the Jamar Chase's playoff stats. What do you guys think about a QB going in the second round? I think come actual drafting time that probably Josh Allen in a lot of leagues will go in the second round for sure.
Yeah, and Jerry kind of follows up suit and says it is Allen, so I don't hate it. I mean, I think in a lot of your family leagues and friend leagues, this is something that's for sure going to happen. I wouldn't be surprised if Josh goes to the back of the first, to be honest. I certainly hope that happens in my league, right? But yeah, Josh is worth it if you're an owner like that who likes to take a QB early and focus on that. So I'm not surprised at all.
You're worth it, Josh. John, any news on Alvin Kamara? Nothing that I've seen. I mean, like 3 weeks ago, his hearing is in April. Yeah, his hearing is in April is when that got released. So we should probably have, I don't know the specific date, but we should hopefully have some sort of update by the end of the month, right? So,
wow.
Yeah.
Smokey got a nice draft going here.
Smokey with the nice draft.
That's a dirty draft.
Wasn't Kamara a top 7 pick last season? Yeah, I think the legal situation's having him fallen. Holy cow, we got a huge run on running backs here.
Yeah, this is ugly.
Gibson, Jacobs, Barkley, all off the board.
So one thing I heard this week that was interesting to me, John, was that, we saw a tick down in Nyheim Hines and the running backs with the Colts in terms of their targets and their catching work, their receiving work. And that was because of Carson Wentz. Even Frank Reich talked about Carson Wentz wouldn't throw it to the running backs as much, wasn't part of his game.
Except against, the Jets?
Week? But
anyway, sorry.
But Nyheim Hines next year is going to be, by Frank Reich's word, very heavily utilized in the new offense with Matt Ryan. Now, I say that comment as I think Nyheim Hines is somebody people should go after at the very end of the draft because he is such an important part of the Colts offense and he's like a very attractive handcuff running back for Jonathan Taylor if he were to go down. But B, it's also to say, watch out for Antonio Gibson, who has a quarterback now who will not throw it to him as much, and he's got to compete with J.D. McKissick for that third down work too, right? And the receiving work is obviously going to be a part of any running back, but I mean, come on, we're expecting Antonio Gibson to return RB1 value, and I'm starting to get very hesitant about him returning RB1 value.
Yeah, I mean, most of his value isn't through the air, though. Would
I
you
know
agree?
it's not. I would say it's
I
mostly
mean, I
through
get what you're saying,
touchdowns,
though. I get what you're saying,
but
though.
eventually the upside is capped, and you're not
Yeah.
drafting this guy off of his touchdowns because it's just not sticky.
Man, those 11 touchdowns in 2020
Yeah,
those were pretty, man. We had them pretty high going into last season. But yeah, those are both great points. And we always like Naheem Hines at the end of a draft, man.
yeah.
Why not? Yeah, definitely a good point. It's a great handcuff. And he's also hopefully going to see an uptick in targets this season as well. And whenever he does, it is a beautiful thing. So
I got Jerry good there. Got Jerry
yeah,
good.
it's a
Go ahead and
great pick too.
get your boy George Kittle right there, man. That's a great pick right there.
Made a try trading Evans and Lockett for a 2023 first, second, but he declined with Arians retiring. Man, I really don't feel like this offense is going to change that much.
I don't. The
Yeah.
only thing is, I know Bruce is so aggressive with passing work. Like he always wants to push it as far down the field as possible. And originally, I was like, this is such a good thing for the offense. And Tom Brady historically has been a guy who's been much more conservative. But is that, I feel like that's more about the fact that he was with Bill Belichick before and now
Yeah.
he was freelancing it and by himself. So I really do think this offense is going to be much same old of last year. And,
and
I'm
like
not too worried.
the loose reports are that Brady and Leftwich are the two who drove that offense, like overall. And then Arians
Well,
came
Todd
in.
Bowles did a tremendous job over the past couple of years of that defense, man.
Yeah, exactly. So I just don't feel like it's going to be too entirely different, but I'm not personally worried about it. I'll put it that way. Put it that way.
Oh, nice pick there. Mahomes gone.
Yeah, a lot of good selections here in the second round. I went with D-Mon. I saw some stuff about Montgomery today, and I didn't want to forget about him. I like him right there with Fournette and Connor as well. You guys know I got a lot of love for those guys, and I like Mitchell as well. I think those are for the end of the third round, 4 really good running backs, 2 really good tight ends off the board as well, and Andrews and Kittle, and our second quarterback taken off the board to top off the fourth, or to begin the fourth, I should say, by Jerry with Patty Mahomes. Steven going J.K. Dobbins. I like it.
I mean, that's kind of like the last running back for a little bit now, dude.
Yeah. Miles Sanders available, bro. What do you mean?
Yeah. Miles Sanders. Hey, Ronald, why don't you go ahead and grab Miles Sanders?
Yeah, Miles Sanders is out there, bro. Yeah, this is the point of the draft where the running backs get scary. All right, let's see here. Imagine if I taken JT 1.1. Hey, man, don't sleep on your boy. Don't sleep on Najee. The Browns, I traded Hines for T. Higgins after week 3. Jeez.
That's nuts.
Jeez. Breaking news: Bruce Arians retires. We broke it here first.
Yeah, we broke
Mayday
it first of the catch.
Get off, get out of here, NFL app. We already know. LeBron's, they should hire me in New York. I have a team needs my management skills. Whew. All right, 4th round, heating up. Let's see how it goes. I have no idea what I'm going to do next. I like your draft here, Steven.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, I feel
like
like
you got good value there in the 4th, needing an RP2, but to solidified your tight end, you got a great wide receiver one. You know how I feel about Joe Mixon, bro. So,
yeah.
Good job tonight, Steven.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah. A lot of good talent here in these first 3.3 rounds. Time out with Henry in the building. What up, boy? What's up, brother? Guys, we got 17 viewers. Can we get everyone to hit that like button? If you're new to the channel, can we get everyone to make sure you're a part of the catch, fam? Hit that subscribe button down below. Good to see you, Henry. Good to have you here.
John, just real quick, and I know you're about to be up on the clock here.
Steven
so
is
I'll let you go first.
Yeah, he's distracted.
I'll let you go first.
Yeah, he is purposely distracting me. I just want that on the record.
You want that? Yo, what do you think of Clyde Edwards? I know we talked about him when I grabbed him in the 6th or 7th a couple weeks ago, but with them bringing over Rojo, Ronald Jones, is that less confidence, more confidence? How do you feel about Clyde now?
I don't like that backfield at all.
Mm-hmm. Don't blame you.
I think that CH is going to fall pretty dramatically. And I don't I want to like Ronald Jones. I want to like CEH, but it's kind of like you're going to see a committee of some sorts, right?
Yeah.
Uh, I don't know, man. It doesn't look good from a fantasy standpoint. But last year, you know, Ronald Jones played with Leonard Fournette in front of him. I don't know. Does he get the
Yeah.
opportunity here to step in front of him? I just don't know, man.
I think he's a more explosive player, but at the end of the day, I think it's going to be a lot more of Rojo than we already know of, which is not good. Um, I'm gonna switch into something I think a little bit more impactful here, and that's what Chase just dropped in the comments here. Y'all thoughts on Deontay's value without Big Ben? Think he is gonna be a target monster?
Yeah.
So, John, I feel like historically we have had different takes on this.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm much more bearish on Deontay Johnson next season. And I was more bearish on Deontay Johnson regardless of who is at quarterback now that Ben's gone, because that target monster role for him was huge. I mean, that was it. That was not saying he wasn't a good receiver outside of that, but I felt like why you could rely on Deontay, why you wanted him in your lineups week over week, was because you could count on his target volume. And Big Ben, the reason he was funneling that, I mean, he would just do
Yeah.
checkdowns every play. All of Deontay's targets were like 5 yards or to 10, right? Everything was so small. He's not the Chase Claypool, right? He wasn't the James Washington. I still think he's the best receiver on their team,
Oh, hands
but
down.
I
Listen,
just
man.
I'm not there.
I think the one thing that we got to remember from a fantasy standpoint is that the quarterback doesn't have to be great for the wide receiver one on a team to perform from a fantasy standpoint.
But passing tendencies, what are they going to do with the ball? Like,
I mean, I am worried from a sense that we don't know what this offense is going to look like. I personally think they're going to run the football plenty.
Mhm.
I don't know that we know exactly what we're going to see. I worry about it from that standpoint.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know how that affects Deontay, but I like Deontay Johnson a lot, man.
I did think another problem with Deontay right now is that you're getting him priced at probably his peak.
Yeah.
Because you're getting him in the fourth round, sometimes the third round, and
Sure.
it's just not. For me, there's other guys that I'm more interested in, like Chris Godwin. I'll just take a look at the dudes who went right after him, right?
Sure. I like Godwin more as well.
I am probably more interested in Godwin. I still would. I don't know. Higgins and Deontay are similar to me.
Steven can't get on the Higgins train, bro.
I'm not there yet. I think we're kind of
why.
I think we're kind of reaching there. But I definitely think there's some other guys.
I like. I'll say this much. I would draft Waddle, Higgins, and Godwin before Deontay, but I'd probably draft Deontay over Moore and McLaurin. But it's close. Okay. It's close. Hopkins in this draft right there as well. I'd probably take Hopkins over Deontay as well, but it's close. I don't hate Deontay Johnson by any means. Yeah, like if he's fallen to the fifth, like I'll say this much. I'll take him. Depending on where Wilson is. I mean, you know, I don't draft a lot of rookie receivers, but so let's take him out of the equation. But I'll draft Deontay over Scary Terry, Judy, and Cooper. Amon-Ra St. Brown, I personally think has a lot of upside. You're not really drafting him as necessarily a wide receiver two. You're drafting him more as a flex. He's going to give you a lot of upside potential, right? Here's the thing with Deontay Johnson, right? Like, you're not looking for like 20-plus point games necessarily. You're looking for 10-plus points week in and week out. Like there's when you look at what he did last season, there's just a lot of consistency. So I don't know, man. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how the Steelers wide receiver core kind of plays out and everything. But
yep.
I don't know. I think that there's two ways of looking at it. Like you said, quarterback play could really, really affect his fantasy productivity, but you could also look at it just to play devil's advocate that sometimes when a quarterback exits, it might not necessarily matter because he's still going to be the wide receiver one in that offense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, everyone's got to have a wide receiver one at the end of the day. You know? So
Jerry's posing another question out here that I think is a pretty good debate, and so I'll get my take first. He says, better tight end, Ertz or Knox? I think both these guys are going to be really good tight ends next year. Let me just say, I think that you got to price them different, right? Because I think Knox is, really good value still, what we're seeing right now, where he's being drafted. But Ertz is, you can get him in the
Oh, you can
11th
get him late.
round.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to be a great target for the Cardinals. I mean, with them losing Christian Kirk, I think there's a good chance Ertz sees even more volume, and he was already a very consistent target in the red zone. So pay attention to what the Cards do with the draft, but I think it's going to be good.
Yeah. I like where you can draft Ertz. 1000% agree. Look at these receivers going in the 6th round.
Yeah.
DK Metcalf. Who I chose St. Brown over. I mean, I looked at Metcalf there, right? And once again, same argument I just made for Deontay Johnson. Someone's got to be the wide receiver 1 for the Seahawks. And right now it's DK Metcalf. We know what he can do, right? Pittman in the 6th round is
I love that pick. I love that pick, dude.
Yeah, great pick. Jared also said, John, I thought Knox was your guy. Yeah, I do love me some Dawson Knox. Do not get me wrong. But I decided to go Waller. Got a lot of buzz over there in Vegas about that offense next season. So, I'm supporting the cause, so to speak. All right, let's take a looky here. Oh.
See what you got here.
I want another running back because there's none.
Dude, I've heard a lot of negative commentary on Michael Carter's chances to be that guy next year for the Jets. Like, I've heard so much.
On, guys. I'm going to change my pick.
I've just heard so many things about them bringing in someone else. I mean, obviously, I think they brought back Tevin Coleman. I don't know if they've still got Ty Johnson. They used all 3 of those guys, but I'm still hearing that they're in the market to bring other people back, and maybe they just don't have the confidence that Carter's going to be a 3-down back anymore or ever, and that confuses me because I get it that you look at his body, 5'8", 201, he's pretty small in frame, but this guy was a workhorse in North Carolina with Javonte Williams, and I thought he was a really good back. He was productive for fantasy. And I thought he could be kind of one of the building blocks for the future for this Jets offense.
Yeah, I like Carter, and I like him kind of when we're looking at this tier of running backs left, like CH, AJ Dillon. I like Singletary. Chase Edmonds available at this point, but it's just I don't know. I'll take a chance on Carter because at this point, in terms of drafting, it's not pretty. It's not pretty. So. I'll take a chance on him, but
do you have any thoughts about what he might be next year?
I think it's kind of that same speculation in terms of that we think the Jets' offense will be improved. Nothing crazy, but still improved, so to speak.
It scares me because they have so much draft capital too.
That's true.
I think they have 2 early ones in the 2nd round too. So it's they got 4 picks basically in the first 40. Yeah. They're one of those teams that it would not surprise me if they just say, hey, let's get a Kenneth Walker in the building. Hey, let's get a Breece Hall in the building and let these guys be our workhorse. And that would piss me off because I think Michael Carter is a really good running back. And it would also probably hurt whoever they bring into the locker room because Michael Carter is going to get work.
Yeah. Well, if I draft him, which I did in this mock draft, I hope that he does well. That's my final evaluation. Juju Smith-Schuster off the board here in the 7th round. I've heard rumors that the Chiefs are still looking to bring another receiver from free agency into that receiver room. And that actually makes me like Juju a little bit more. Right? My main argument was I didn't like Juju as the wide receiver 1 on this team. But it looks like obviously they went out and they, stole MVS from the Packers, who are also hurting at the receiver position. If they add someone else, or they're probably going to draft someone as well. I think we both agree on that. That makes me like Juju a little bit more. I think he'll perform better if things open up for him. So,
I think MVS actually might be pretty productive for the Chiefs, given his speed. I mean, low 4.3 runner, very big receiver too. He was super inconsistent with Green Bay, and he's going to another offense where receiver consistency was hard to find. week to week. So I think right now, and I don't see this changing unless they do get a rookie receiver that I really like. I'm still staying away from the receivers, but the only guy is Juju that I'm like really interested in taking a bite at right now.
I can see that, and like
Yeah.
I said, I like him more now overall. Ooh, what quarterback should I take? Who do you think?
Are you taking a quarterback here?
Yeah, I don't feel great about Aaron Rodgers, man.
I don't feel good about him either. I mean,
Yeah,
he's not a guy who wins a lot of weeks.
I'm
He
gonna
is
go
just very.
Russell Wilson this
I like
week.
that pick. I
I'm
like that
gonna go
pick.
with Wilson this week, man. And yeah, there you go, guys. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, John took a quarterback early. Ha.
Where is John weak right now? Oh, I think you actually balance your team out so they can't attack you anywhere.
Love
That
you
was
guys.
a good move by you.
Let's see here. Next year I'm going Ertz. Dude, where you can? I mean, I don't know. By the time actual drafts come around, I don't know if I'm going to draft him that late, man. He showed a lot of good chemistry last year with Kyler Murray, so we'll see.
I think Ertz and Gesicki are probably still going to be right there still. I wouldn't be surprised.
By the way, I love the selection of Courtland Sutton in the 7th round. I think that's an absolute steal. Absolute
2
steal.
rounds later than Jerry Jeudy.
Yeah, absolute steal.
Yeah.
Time out with Henry. Do you guys really think Elijah Mitchell will pop off again this year? I do. Yeah. I think he'll have a good year for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, especially with Raheem Mostert being gone. I was a little nervous they were going to bring Mostert back on a team-friendly deal. So I think that's good he's gone. Yeah, he was a beast.
Yeah. What does everyone think about Fant? If you absolutely fumble at the tight end position, you could take a swing on him. Like he's playing with the same quarterback he played with the Broncos. And he had some productivity in there. I am telling you guys, I would put money that he has a semi-productive year with the Seahawks and Noah Fant.
He's going to get outplayed by Will Dissly. That's my prediction.
It might happen, man. But all I'm saying is he's leaving one team with the same quarterback that he has had some productivity with, right?
Yeah.
If you like Noah Fant last year, he had Teddy Bridgewater, but our boy Drew Lock also played some football with them last year. It's just not that different. Although the Seahawks are probably a worse team overall, right? But Metcalf and Lockett are there as of now, and they've got some, Rashad Penny hanging around. I don't think they have an offensive line in existence at all. But I don't know, man. I'm just saying, if he's sitting there in the 14th, 15th round, you're not fully confident the tight end position, especially in deeper leagues, man. I don't know. That's all I'm saying. 500 yards, 4 touchdowns. The tight end position is very, very thin. Could happen. Love that pick, Jerry. Cordero, I can't say his name.
Oh, crap.
Cordero, pounder, and cheese off the board. I was eyeing him here in the 8th round.
That's what I was going to take right there.
I thought about taking him in the 7th round when I took our boy Russell. Looks like no one else is drafting quarterbacks, so maybe I should have just done that. But great pick. Love it, Jerry. Pounder and cheese off the board. And I think that's an appropriate place to draft him between the 6th and 7th. Really, when we look at what he did last season, it's like the only concern we had was, is he going to be a Falcon or not? I mean, dude, PPR, RB9 last season.
Yeah.
Are we undervaluing Cordero? It's a fair question.
I think we are. I think we
Ronald.
What do you say? No.
I want nothing to do with that old ass man. Yeah, he is old. That's true. It could be a one-hit wonder. 1-year wonder. But you're looking at Jerry's team, right? Very strong at the receiver position. Patty Mahomes in there, very strong tight end. Weakest position is the running back position. So I think for Jerry's this specific draft, it makes absolute sense to go in and take him there. So I think it's a great pick. But ooh, you son of a biscuit!
I'm really not that high on him.
I'll trade you, bro. Come on, let's trade.
I think this is the first draft I've ever taken him.
I'll trade you. I really like Devonta Smith next year, man. I really.
I'm hoping he grows into the system a little bit more. Can get a little bit more consistency with Jalen Hurts, but it does scare me because of those 3 first-round picks. Even though I know Ronald said last night he doesn't want the Eagles to draft a receiver, I think it's going to be hard for them not to go receiver with how much talent's there.
Yeah.
And on the same notion about receivers and the draft and everything, I did see a comment that came out of the Green Bay's camp that they were specifically going after a guy with speed. And that kind of answered my question as to where I think they're going to try to go. I think Chris Olave from Ohio
I
State,
agree. I agree.
if he's hanging around, or Garrett Wilson, if for some reason he's hanging around, I don't see how these guys don't get snagged there. Yeah, I think that pretty much clear cutted it there. I don't think they would let Chris Olave pass them up.
I definitely not as versed overall. Last night I felt like got me pretty versed with the NFL draft.
That was
for
fun,
sure.
man.
That was
definitely
fun, and I had some knowledge. But that is like the one pick I've a lot of. I think it just makes absolute sense.
Yeah.
Usually, I will say when something makes absolute sense in the NFL draft, it doesn't end up happening. But Olave to the Packers for me makes a ton of sense. Man,
So
I love. Sorry to interrupt.
it's okay, you piece of shit.
I love these three receivers. These are like my three late round guys. I'm kind of sad. Not gonna lie that Steven got Devonta Smith and Mayday. I love this pick of Mooney, and I love Renfro right now, even with a slight decline in targets next year as well.
I'm higher on Mooney than all of those three.
I
Honestly.
love Mooney next season, man. I do.
Yeah, especially without Allen Robinson, I think Mooney's got even higher up, ceiling and floor. But John, I was just gonna pivot real quickly to I looked up available free agents that are still hanging around here. Let me know a couple guys that you're excited about. Two guys you're excited about, and the two guys out of this list that you're least excited about.
Okay.
Tyrann Mathieu, Odell Beckham, Stephon Gilmore, Bobby Wagner, Jadeveon Clowney, Calais Campbell, and let me see if I can give you one more. Jarvis Landry.
I like Jarvis Landry. I think
Okay.
he can make an impact immediately on the right team, not as a receiver one.
Him or Odell, who would you rather have right now?
Depends on the team. I'd probably rather
Let's
have
say it's
Odell. I'd probably rather have Odell.
Even if it's a shitty team?
No, they got to go to the right place, man. They
Yeah.
really do. They got to go the right offense and everything. It depends on the team overall, man. That's tough. But
What do you feel about Stephon Gilmore, Bobby
would say
Wagner,
Bobby
Honey
Wagner,
Badger?
top set list, but also Honey Badger for sure makes an immediate impact on the right
Massive
team.
difference maker.
But
Yeah.
I've heard the biggest rumors there are the Raiders and the Steelers.
I heard a
Honey Badger.
murmur about the Colts maybe too, which
I've heard
doesn't make
that. Yeah.
I think we have a very, very solid secondary, especially in the safety department with Kari Willis and Julian Blackman, both coming off an injury. But I would welcome Honey Badger. I do think he wants to be in New Orleans, especially with Marcus Williams
Heard that one
heading
too.
out the door. Because Marcus, right, he went over to Baltimore. And so, yeah, I think that would make a ton of sense for me. I think that's probably where he goes.
Yeah. And there goes Jarvis Landry off the board.
Nice.
Yeah, but for me, I mean, I think Bobby Wagner for sure is just.
I'm trying to see if there's anybody else here. Will Fuller.
I think he might end up with the Browns still, man.
Melvin Gordon is probably one of the most fantasy relevant people I've seen here so far. Ndamukong Suh is still available. Forgot about him. Dante Hightower never got signed back.
Wow, he didn't.
Interesting.
I really do think that Jarvis Landry could make. I've heard rumors now of Jarvis to the Bills. Like I think that'd be a perfect fit for him.
Dude, I hope they load up. I mean, well, I don't even think we've talked about this, man. But we've talked ad nauseum about Gabe Davis, right, since his big conference championship game. But did you see who they brought in recently after letting Cole Beasley go? They brought in Jamison Crowder.
They did?
Yeah, they brought in Jamison Crowder, and dude, I think that's a problem for Isaiah McKenzie's value if you were somebody trying to snag somebody deep. And I think Jamison Crowder is a very, very attractive guy to have late.
I like that. I do. I didn't know that at all. Yeah. I mean, he went from the Jets to the Bills, huh?
Yeah.
Huh.
That's a nice
How do you feel
upgrade,
about
bro. It's a nice upgrade from a man.
this is a little bit of a pivot. How do you feel about DJ Chark on the Lions? Because actually, when you look at the Lions' offense on paper, it's not it's good. It's from like a Madden standpoint, right? It'd be a good team. You got Chark, you got our boy Monroe St. Brown, you got our boy Josh Reynolds in the slot, who has a great chemistry with Jared Goff. Jared Goff can at least somewhat manage a game. Then you got DeAndre Swift, and last year when Swift went down, like there's a plethora of running backs who stepped up, right? So. Listen, I'm not saying that this is like an offense to chase and put at the top of your boards, but they might be semi-surprising next year, and they've got a coach that these players want to play for as well. So just putting it out there. DJ Chark coming off injury. Yeah. I mean, last season we liked him in late rounds for the Jags. Why would we not like him for the Lions? I guess maybe because it's the Lions, as I said that out loud. But let's see here.
Wait, I took DJ Chark instead of Christian Kirk on accident because of your ass.
Oh, good. Good.
Wait,
Good.
That's hilarious, bro.
Good.
Oh my gosh, dude. That's crazy.
Good. Jerry.
I just looked up and saw that. Oh my gosh, Emily, you lucky dog.
On Rojo's profile, says he might have a big role in that offense. What do you guys think about that? Yeah. I'm still worried. Has CH gotten drafted yet? Yeah, he did in the 8th round. Yeah, I mean, part of me wants to take Jones over CEH, but it's just it's going to be a split committee, man. He could have a large role and it'd still be split, but like taking him in the 9th here, Jerry, with Harris and Patterson as their only 2 running backs, I think that's a great move. Like that's the perfect time to draft him, and the perfect situation to draft him. I still think that he could end up being a decent running back overall. So. John just having a conversation with himself about the Lions. Hey, man, we'll revisit it next.
It ended up screwing me.
Yeah, good. That was really the whole point of it, Ronald, was to make sure that Steven drafted DJ Chark overall. Hey, did you see that Malcolm Jenkins retired today?
I did.
Did you know he's the only player in NFL history to defeat both Tom Brady and Peyton Manning in the Super Bowl? How about that
impressive.
Stat?
It's very impressive.
Yeah, just want to throw that out there. TK Barber came out and said that the Giants need to move on from Saquon Barkley and Daniel Jones. Why is Tiki always starting Giants?
Dude, Tiki's always talking shit about the Giants. I know. Bro.
He's so bitter that he retired and they won a Super Bowl.
He'll like wake up and drink his morning tea and then be like, "Yo, fuck the Giants. All they did was give me money."
Well, dude, he came out and like. He retired, then he grilled Eli Manning, and then the Giants won a Super Bowl that following year with Eli Manning, which is like
total classic.
Yeah, one of my favorite things for some reason. I always like Rondé Barber though, but I really like Tiki. So I can't believe Bruce Arians retired, man.
Yeah, it's hype.
Yeah, I guess Patrick Peterson was truly the biggest thing to happen today. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trey McBride, who didn't run at a 40th combine, ran a 4.53 to 4.56 range, according to multiple NFL scouts at his pro.
That's very good for his value.
I saw a picture of him. He's a big dude.
Dude, he's a nasty brother too, man. He's gonna be a fantastic tight end.
Yeah. That guy is scary. Watch this. I'm gonna pick 2 quarterbacks. I got Jalen Hurts on my squad. Let's go.
Nice pick. I like that.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate that. Yeah. Very, very slow. We're back to like the dark age, man. We got a little break from the dark age of the off season. But here we are. I think a lot of teams are holding off until the NFL draft.
Yeah.
We'll see little moves here and there, like Patrick Peterson getting signed today. But yeah. I don't think anything too crazy is going to happen. Hopefully Bobby Wagner goes somewhere at least.
I think Bobby's going to – I did hear one thing on Bobby was that Dallas is now out of the running on that one, which is pretty big too because I definitely thought they were going to be a player. Now when you look at it, it's like I forget who are the most active teams in pursuing him. But
I feel like we don't really know.
older linebackers get phased out, man. And I mean, yeah, what Bobby's done for the league and what he's done throughout his career, it's really up there, right? He's a very, very productive player. But that doesn't mean that you're going to be like a hot commodity, right? And I
Yeah.
imagine Bobby, to a certain extent, is still trying to get that paper. And I think it's not going to be a situation where, even though he is kind of like I think he is better at his position than Von Miller is at his position. But
Bobby
Mike,
Wagner is probably the best linebacker of the past decade, like
yeah,
regardless of inside or outside,
but
right?
but Mike linebacker isn't going to get paid, isn't going to be as attractive as
Because
outside edge rush.
it's easier as you age to play the edge rushing position, or to even be rotated in at the edge rusher position. Don't you agree?
I would just say it's a going after the quarterback's a little bit more valuable than
Yeah,
run
true.
stopping.
That's true.
And unfortunately, back in the day when you're growing up, it's kind of weird to see, right? Because we obviously know now with the NFL and the offensive side of the ball, it's like receivers, quarterbacks, those are the attractive positions to grow up wanting to be. But back in the day, it was like you wanted to be a linebacker, right? Like that was the cool
Yeah,
position, being a Mike linebacker. And now all these kids are wanting to grow up and they're wanting to edge rush, right? Come off
sure.
the edge. So you've got smaller bodies all over the place. You've got kids growing up wanting to just line up on the outside, and just go at the QB all day. And so it's just wild, the generations as they change and how the talent disperses all the way down to high school.
Steven's just giving a shout out to the smaller kids out there.
Shout out, dude! I was I talked to a random short person the other day and actually said short people are humans too, and they loved it, man. They were all about that shit. So
Let's stick together, man.
as
I
you
mean,
do, just like peanut butter and jelly.
that's right. John didn't want his trolling taking all the quarterbacks. I honestly, in the 10th round, I wanted Gallup or Gasecki, and then like I wasn't like all the kind of guys in the 9th and 10th round that I was eyeing were getting taken. So I just felt like there wasn't a better value overall than another QB. I almost went
Yeah,
Stafford over Hurts, but you guys know Hurts my guy. So and I think you get a lot of upside out of Wilson and Hurts, but they're both had been dealing some injuries over the past year or so. So, dude, Brady was still available. What a great pick there in the 11th round by
yeah,
our boy
it's
Smoothie
not
the Cat Cat. Yeah, great pick there, man.
piece of
Forgot
shit.
about him again, man. I'm trying to
Yeah,
look
man.
at who's available and just kind of see. It's
Albert O is somebody for the Denver Broncos who I
yeah,
am actually starting to get a little bit more excited about.
yeah.
Um,
So I don't know if you saw that Nathaniel Hackett came out and said a lot of good things about
they're
really
going to
wanting
use
to
him as a
utilize him.
receiver,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
which is weird because they have so many receivers. But
They got a lot of receivers on
more
the
more
Denver
power to
Broncos.
him, right?
Yeah,
I guess line him outside. But
yeah.
yeah, I'm starting to think Albert O is going to be one of those guys that's going to be a great late round tight end. And another late round snag that just happened right there, Russell Gage.
I like Gage here a lot.
Uh,
Ronald, love it.
I'll be honest, Ronald. What I was trying to do with my next two picks was take Tom Brady and Russell Gage. So, the, really good picks so far this round. Also, Kirk
Oh,
Cousins and Odell.
Steven, no quarterback out here.
Okay, John.
Look
All
at
right,
that. Look
we
how
get
that
it. We
goes.
know what
Wow.
you're trying to do.
Steven's
there,
got no
bud.
quarterback. Wow.
We know what you're
Wow.
trying to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Emily, John, do you guys have any open spots in one of your leagues? We haven't put together official leagues yet. We haven't sat down and done that, but we will
Not
definitely
even
have.
our family league have
Yeah,
we kind of put that together. So
we will definitely have a spot for you. We'll have multiple catch fam leagues next season for sure. So for sure, yeah, we'll have a spot for you. No worries. I think the Chargers defense is going off next season. I would agree. Yeah,
I think the Chargers in general are going off next season. That's
yeah.
my Super Bowl winner right there.
Steven's a big fan of them. TX Ninja, what's good? Yo, what up? What up?
Shout out. Oh, dude. Well, there's also the news about Will Smith slapping Chris Rock.
Oh,
But not football relevant, right?
that did happen. Yeah,
That did happen.
that was a thing. I don't even care about it anymore. When it first happened, I was like, just got done feeding Lily, and I was just sitting there with one hand, and I just kept taking screenshots of different NFL memes from it and sending it to the Discord.
Dude, there's like some good memes out there.
There are some good memes.
Oh, Chris Rock just getting like absolutely rocked by Will Smith, man.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be ready to take that kind of hit from him either.
I don't think anyone would, bro.
No.
Yeah, that happened. Did I say what's up, TX Ninja? Did I just say that? I did, right? What's up, bro? If I didn't, I literally can't remember. I was about to take Brady with one of my picks. Yeah, it was a good pick here, man. It really was. That might be the steal of the draft. Time with Henry. Did you guys hear about Arians? Yeah. You had that news at the beginning of the stream, man. It's crazy. Crazy. I want to see John slap Steven.
Oh, dude.
I don't want to do that.
I would like detonate.
Yeah.
Although I can bench more than John.
Let's say we should probably. I would say whoever has a better fantasy record next season, collectively from all of our leagues combined, gets to slap the other one.
No, not slapping. It's got to be a more friendly one. Like
okay, Steven's
I don't know. How about maybe like dehydrate the other person for 4 days or something, like something friendly.
Jeez, that's dangerous, man.
No, we're not gonna do it like that. But I don't know. We gotta think about something. We gotta think about fun type of ways to get at each other next year.
I'll shave my head if.
Well, I won't do that.
I shave my head on a regular basis.
Yeah, you always shave your head.
Yeah, that's not fair. That was.
How about you have to grow your hair out really long and part it like the guy?
I can't.
You gotta part it like the guy Never Shout Never Do. Man.
I won't be able to cut my hair until next fantasy season.
What's the dude in Never Shout Never?
Christopher Drew.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude.
We go over this like every stream for some reason.
Everybody go look up Christopher Drew. That's the haircut John needs.
I like that pick of Alvin Lazard, who's currently a wide receiver one. And Chuba.
That is a good
boy Chuba. Hey, I like these last 3 picks, Jerry. Going a little bit RB light at the beginning of this draft. These are good picks overall, for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Backyard wrestling match. Ooh. I don't know if Steve and I should do that.
Dude, you guys gotta go check out our combine videos too if you haven't already checked them out for sure.
Yeah, that was an interesting video,
bro. We're doing that every year, man. That was sick.
Next year we need to do it where like we're actually together when we do it.
Yeah.
Trey Lance is your quarterback, Steven. How do you feel about that?
Well, how do you feel about this pick?
You take another quarterback? Tua
time. No
Derek Carr.
I think between those two guys right there, I'm gonna get a top 10 quarterback.
Okay, so you're moving on the Tua train, huh? That I've been on.
I will say I am starting to think now that it's gonna be he has got to be awful next year to go outside of the top 12. Like, bro, he's got to suck. And I see Ronald's comments coming in already. Carr, man, what are you crazy? I would have taken
Carr. Yeah,
I love Carr, but
I might take Carr right here. Yeah.
I do think Tua, despite the fact that I don't like him, has a lot more upside than a guy like Derek Carr. At the end of the day, I mean, Tua could jump into the top 8 in my mind. I think he has that offense around him, and
he's having an insane offense right now, and a great.
Derek Carr isn't going to be a top 8 quarterback. He's not going to be a top 5 quarterback. He might be on, a few weeks in a row. Like we know this guy can push the ball down the field, but he's not a scrambler. And he just
you're looking for upside.
Yeah, I mean, both these quarterbacks here.
I think Carr guarantees you more consistency.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Ronald's got Derek Carr at 8 for his ranking.
Hey, he's got a great offense around him as well.
Trey McBride going right there from team 3.
Yeah, Adams, Waller, Renfro. Yeah, and Josh Jacobs, baby. Come on, Ronald. Draft Derek Carr. You need it. Kyler gets hurt. He gets hurt. Take him.
Get Derek Carr here.
Let's see here.
Punch the ticket. We know you want to.
There it is.
There it is.
It's actually like I think from a realistic standpoint, like if you were to draft Kyler Murray, that's the perfect quarterback, especially in the 12th round, to back up a Kyler Murray who's consistently injured, right?
Yeah.
So I actually really, really like that pick in this draft.
All right, I'm going to remember to go kicker defense this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that.
Dude, come on, man. That's what everybody's doing. You can't, like, not do
Ronald's not. Me and Ron are ballers, dude.
You guys are cheaters, bro.
I'm going to pick one of the two. There's one player I really like.
Oh, you're a cheater, man. You're a cheater, dude. What do you think Christopher Drew would think?
He literally has a song called Cheater, Cheater, Mr. Neater. Yo, guys, we're trying to get in touch with Never Shot Never.
Yeah.
Tweet
Christopher Drew, come on, man. Come on. Big City Dreams.
Big City Dreams. I was like, I'll take Carr. Pickens will last. Ooh, Pickens.
I like George Pickens.
It's been a good draft, man. You guys have done a great job tonight.
I mean, everybody, like 11 out of the 12 have been good. John's has been a little bit not fruitful.
My team's interesting, man. It's been very interesting tonight. Yeah.
Tim Patrick, Brex, and Barrios.
Yeah, those are my late. Those are my sleeper guys.
Your late bloomers.
They're right there with Russell Gage. Those are my sleeper guys.
Okay.
And,
do you really feel that way value-wise, that Brex and Barrios is Russell Gage?
In terms of their ADP, right?
Okay.
And I'll put Kendrick Bourne here as well.
Oh, that's a good pick. That's a good pick.
So, dude, I'm telling you right now, Barrios and Zach Wilson are like BFFs, and I really, really like Barrios.
I think you're just jealous of his hair.
He does have nice hair, bro. He does.
Very good hair.
Nice hair, for sure. Came on the second half of the season. Had some good early games as well. So not expecting anything crazy out of him. Only finished with 431 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns. But I like him as a late round guy. With maybe potential upside with that chemistry, yeah. Let's see here. I like Bell too. Oh, yeah. Let's see here. BB, not for me. Jerry Blasson, Never Shot Never. Mayday says he'll take Fields rushing upside over Carr. Ronald is with me on Patrick. Yeah, I like Patrick as well.
I love Jerry coming in here with the lyrics.
I do too. That's Jerry amazing. Taking all of the Rams running backs. I like Henderson at this point in the draft too, man. I like what you did there in the draft in terms of not having any running backs.
Where did Cam Akers go in this draft? 3rd round?
Yeah, 3rd round, fifth pick of the 3rd round.
Basically, okay. Gosh, man, I would think Cam Akers would be higher than that. I think he's a 2nd round player. I like him more than Diggs. I like him more than Lamb. I like him more than Swift and Kamara.
Ooh,
am I too intense on Cam Akers?
I like Swift more personally, for sure.
Okay.
Kamara, probably by the time the season starts, I'll like him more too.
Yeah. So you're not a fan of Cam Akers, who
I'm not a fan. No, I like Akers.
Badass, dude. I like him way more than Antonio Gibson. All right, let me just put that out there.
More upside, okay. Sure.
Yeah. Let me just put that out there right now. And
he didn't play too well in the playoffs and all of
that. His first game, he played like an absolute animal.
Let's look up the playoff stats.
Fact checking time. But he did have a couple fumbles against Tampa Bay, but we all know that was rigged because Tom Brady rigs everything. Okay.
Won.
Yeah. Well, it was all part of Tom Brady's plan, right? Come out heroic, retire,
wild card,
fire Arians.
Wild card game, he had 5 attempts for 3 yards. He had no touchdowns throughout the whole playoffs. The divisional round, 17 attempts, 55 rushing yards. Championship game, 24 attempts, 48 rushing yards. And then in the Super Bowl, I feel like this is not right. The way this is showing me is weird. So the divisional round, 17 attempts, 55 rushing yards. Championship game, 24 attempts, 48 rushing yards. NFC Championship game, 13 attempts, 48 rushing yards. Then the Super Bowl, 13 attempts, 21 rushing yards, no touchdowns. For some reason it showed me the week 19 or 18, whatever it is now. So, yeah. He did not play great in the playoffs, Steven.
Okay, well, stats aren't everything, guys. That's one thing I want to tell you. Stats don't matter. All right, projections
Okay.
don't matter, but
Okay.
what Steven says matters.
Fair
Lock
enough.
it in. Lock it
Fair
in.
enough. Yeah. All right. Jerry wants us to go through the teams made. He says, I wish you all luck. You'll need it. Ronald says, it'll be fine. All right. Who we got here? So we're at the Cat. We got Najee Harris, Aaron Jones. We got Brees Hall, Tony Pollard, Madison, two really good handcuffs there. DJ Moore, Mike Williams, Juju, Jacoby Byers, Pickens, Rondell Moore, Jameson Crowder, Tom Brady, and Hawkinson. I like this team. Not very flashy, right? I like Harrison Jones, though. And I think you get a lot of upside out of a lot of these receivers. You got two, the receivers would have to hit, right? It might not, but it's not a bad team. Yeah. Andrea, what's going on? Good to have you in the chat. Ronald, stats are all that matters. I 1000% agree. But Steven defending that his opinion is all that matters. Ronald, speaking of you, we got JT at the second overall pick. No, you're happy about that. You got Gibson, Robinson, Singletary, Stevenson, and Gus, the bust at the end of this draft. That's
a nice little pick there.
I like this running back room led by JT, so you're good no matter what, essentially. Kelsey at the tight end position, obviously beautiful. Derek Carr and Kyler Murray, great quarterbacks. Higgins, Ayuk, Cooks, Gage, Bell. Obviously, receiver position's a little bit thin, but that's kind of the way you draft, and you're going to bank on waiver wire and possibly trades to get you through. So I think you still get a lot of potential upside in Ayuk and Cooks and Gage. So I actually really like the guys that you got outside of Higgins, and you already know that I love Higgins. So it's a good team overall. Team 3 overall was, I already forgot. I don't know why it switched to Team 3, but ended up being auto pick. But good running back room here. Henry, Swift, Jacobs. I actually really like those first 3 picks.
And Chris Carson, baby.
Carson down there, too. Yeah.
Paralyzed, but he's still here.
Yeah. Receiver room led by Godwin. So you kind of hope that Claypool or Lockett or Woods would hit. And then you got 2 rookies. Actually, a pretty good receiver room overall.
I like that receiving core.
Kirk Cousins probably the biggest red flag starting quarterback, but still a top 15 guy. Hopefully get you at least 15 points. Trey McBride, the tight end on this team. I kind of like that, actually.
That's a very nice. I think wherever he gets drafted, there's a high possibility he's the tight end 1.
Yeah. Then Robbie Gould and the Raiders. So, I mean, it's an interesting team, but it's not awful.
Don't talk shit about Robbie Gould, dude. Kick your ass.
I won't. Jason Kenobi. I don't know where you were, bro. I saw that Kenobi joined the needed draft. I was super pumped that I was going to be in here tonight. So, shout out to our boy Jason Kenobi. Sorry I couldn't make it, man. But once again, 3 running backs started off, man. Cook, Kamara, and Barkley. Great RB room. You got Spiller in there as well as a rookie. And then you got Johnson, McLaurin, and Thomas. Hollywood Brown and Beckham. My boy Noah Fant, Jackson, and Stafford. This is a decent team, man.
My boy Noah Fant.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, wow. Is that where we are now?
Yeah, I'm officially defending Noah Fant.
Okay. Okay.
Mr. Sarcastic, CMC, and Stevens' boy, Cam
Akers.
Trey Sermon, I am not very bullish about, but who knows?
He was a running back.
Yeah. McKissick, a nice pick in the 11th round.
I like that pick.
Hey, CMC and Akers leading you. Just cross fingers, no injuries, right? AJ Brown and Waddle and Sutton. I actually really, really like those first 3 receivers. And you got 2
electric rookie receivers there too, man. Absolutely electric.
And I like Hardman too. Kind of high down there. He could end up being maybe a bigger part of that offense as well.
He's a sneaky ball player.
Goddard and Gronk. I like those 2 tight ends. And
dude, does Gronk come back and play for Tampa now, right?
I've heard that he's probably going to. So I'm good at drafting him at this point. Especially in the 12th round.
If that solidifies, bro, I'm all about Gronk. I'm right back there.
I've heard that Gronk and Sue. I'm just gonna say Sue. Dominican Sue.
What about Edelman? Is Edelman coming back?
He might.
I saw they were working out together.
No, I doubt he comes back. He's got it going on with was it Inside the NFL on HBO? Yeah, he's good there.
Screw that. Come back.
Andrea, Eckler, Elliott, CH, Mostart. I like Eckler and Elliott together a lot. Like that a lot. CH, worth drafting in the 8th round, sure. Mostart, worth a pick in the 10th round. Why not? Allen, Hopkins, Judy, Davis, Dotson. I like that receiver room. Knox and Henry, love the tight end room. And Prescott, got to get your quarterback. Might as well go with Prescott. Bills defense, Matt Gay. This is a solid team from head to toe. Yeah, for sure. King Med. Devontae Adams, our boy Mark Cooper, Jarvis Landry, and Kadarius Toney. Receiver, probably the weakest part of this team, but it's led by Devontae, so you'll probably be all right. Looking at the running backs, I'd take that back. Running backs probably the thinnest part of this team. Mitchell, your RB1, and then you got Walker, Dillon, probably hoping for some injuries to Jones, and that Walker really takes off. But hey, trades and waiver wire get you through. First quarterback in this draft taken here, Josh Allen, and you got Deshaun Watson there. That could be definitely, in terms of mid-season, you might end up just using Watson as trade value, right? Or maybe vice versa, use Allen, right? Two tight ends, Kyle Pitts, then Thomas late. I like the late selection of Logan Thomas, and I'm rooting for Kyle Pitts with Marcus Mariota at the helm, put it that way. But two defenses as well, Steelers at the Saints. And then
I like these picks.
Yeah.
Little flavor, huh? All right, John, I'll break yours down.
Okay, do it.
All right, at the receiver position, very strong here at the receiver position, actually, to lead off with Cooper Kupp, who I think is going to be the wide receiver 1 next year. Amon-Ra St. Brown, really good pick there. I know there was some chat some murmur in the chat earlier about, Amon-Ra and Deontay Johnson. I think Amon-Ra is going to be the better player and the better value player there. Hunter Renfrow, Tyler Boyd, those are going to be really good picks there too. I mean, one injury happens in Cincinnati, and Boyd could be an absolute steal there. And then you got Tim Patrick, Braxton Berrios, and Kendrick Bourne. So one of those guys is going to hit. And I think there's a good chance you're going to get a lot of consistency out of those 3 there too. The running back, I think this is your weakest spot, to be honest, because you've only got really 3 to rely on. Nick Chubb, Montgomery, and Carter. Just because of what I've heard, I'm not really super high on Carter next year anymore. Montgomery, I still feel like he's going to be same old. And Nick Chubb, I think he's going to be same old. So I think you got 2 good backs, but you're going to be clamoring sooner than later to get some running backs to fill up your roster on the wire. Which we do anyways, right? We have to do that anyways. Darren Waller, solid tight end. I think he's going to kind of come back and be just as dominant as he was in the past. But the target volume, I think it's going to tick down, which I also think is going to hurt Hunter Renfrow. And then at quarterback, you got 2 really high upside guys. You're going to get 2 top 10 quarterbacks probably out of these guys. So not sure if you needed both those dudes, to be honest, but they're both amazing. And then you get the Pats defense.
Yeah, I just want to point out that Steven said my running back room was weak because I only have 3 running backs, but Steven also.
Hey, I didn't. My running backs are better than yours and better than you'll ever be.
Let's break down Mayday's team. Thank you for the evaluation, Steven. Mayday. We got Javonte Williams and Leonard Fournette. Love the top of that running back room. ETN, Rashad Penny, and then we got White down there as well.
Definitely better than John's.
Definitely better than mine. I can't really deny. JJ leading this receiver room. I really like what you did in late rounds here with Elijah Moore and Mooney as well. You got one of the most consistent receivers in all of fantasy football, so you're willing to go a little bit light there at receiver, but I think Moore and Mooney are great picks. Bateman and Williams at the end of the draft, not bad either. Herbert, I'm telling you, man, I was trying to eye Justin Herbert in this draft as well, so I love that selection there. And he backed him up with our boy Justin Fields, trying to get some rushing upside, like you said. Dalton Schultz and Pat Freiermuth, great tight end room. It's a good team overall. Look at that, no kicker, no defense. You don't need it, man. Get those skill positions filled. Love this team. Steven's team. I guess I'll go through this one. Yeah.
Should we have a moment of silence? Are there any sound effects we can do for this? Any sad sound effects for the running back core that you're about to display here? Because it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I didn't know it was an event. Here we go.
Let's see.
Get something sad.
There's no sad sound effect. There's a laugh.
Oh, that was so mean. I like that. That's a good one. We should do that for when we're making fun of people. Come on now.
Yeah. Okay, we got that out of the way. All right. Joe Mixon, J.K. Dobbins, Kareem Hunt. I mean, I do like this running back room, especially because it's led by my guy Joe Mixon. But I like the running back room. I got nothing bad to say about it. I really like how you started the draft. Mixon, Samuel, Andrews, Dobbins. Really, really like that. Samuel leading your wide receiver room, and I think you got a lot of good value. I really do. Robinson, Thielen, Smith, Chark, and Gallup. I actually really, really like those 5 receivers that you took after really solidifying the running back position and the tight end position. And Mark Andrews, you have nothing to worry about all season long unless Andrews gets injured. I do actually think outside of the quarterback position, that running back is your next weakest position. But
Yeah.
You'd be fine, right? If Dobbins hits or Hunt hits, waiver wire, trades, all that, you're led by Joe Mixon, so you'd probably be fine. But quarterback was a bit of a question mark for you in this draft, but you got a lot of faith in Trey Lance. You still do. Even after last season, you had a lot of faith in him. And, hey, I ain't hating on Tua. So,
Yeah. I get your point
McPherson
there.
and the Chargers defense
Yeah.
solidifies this whole roster. So I like your team tonight. I do. Don't necessarily like you, but I do like your team tonight. So
Fair.
Emily here. Let's see. Tyreek Hill and CeeDee Lamb. I like CeeDee going in the second. I like that faith there.
This receiving core is actually quite nice.
Mike Evans and Pittman. Yeah, it's a great first 4 receivers.
Holy
but
shit.
Christian Kirk and Lazard, we're taking a flyer on because there's a lot of strength overall in those first 4 players. James Conner. Hey, I'm not worried about James Conner being my RB1. Go and roast me in the chat. We'll say running back still probably the weakest position here. Miles Sanders, hey, at the end of the day, the Eagles are going to run the football. Sanders going to see consistency, probably not, but hey, Edmonds as an RB1 with the Dolphins might happen. No starters there. Who knows? There's 7 other running backs, but
yeah, they got everybody running a running back this year.
Made sense to go in and draft him here. Gaskin, right? I feel very, very bearish on Gaskin overall.
Yeah.
I like Edmonds and Mostert more, but who knows? Who knows what's going to happen there?
The gas man.
Yeah. Love Gesicki, the tight end position. Someone had to take A-Rod even if he has no receivers. So I like this team. Greg Zuerlein, the Bucs defense. Yeah, it's a good team. Jerry.
It's a heavy Dolphins team now that I think about it. There was like 5 Dolphins.
Hey, I think the Dolphins offense is going to be
pretty a fun one.
All right, Jamar Chase, Stephon Diggs, DK Metcalf, the receiving trio. I mean, honestly, like, you really didn't need to draft another receiver. I like these 3 receivers. I really do.
I think this is Jerry's best draft.
Yeah, George Kittle, Patty Mahomes, and Zach Ertz. So you got 2 tight ends and Patty Mahomes. So you got a lot of strength at receiver, tight end, and quarterback. And you really just took every running back you possibly could with upside. I actually like Harris. I don't mind him in the 5th. End of the 5th. I like where you drafted Patterson. We're crossing our fingers for Jones. Had to take Gordon, Chuba, and Henderson. And then, like you said, one of these Rams running backs were hit. If Akers gets hurt, especially, so you took Hawkins too. And you got Justin Tucker, got the best kicker, arguably in the entire draft. So no defense, right? But you could probably drop Hawkins post-draft and pick up a defense or in stream each week. So I like this team, Jerry. I do. For going 0 RB, the first 4 rounds, this is a good spot. Yeah.
The only and Jerry, I don't know if this was like purposeful or not, but the only thing I would say is like and John, I don't know, correct me if you're wrong here, but if I'm wrong here, but I think that picks 4 to 6 could have been played a little bit different, and you could have beefed up at RB. For example, do you take DK elsewhere? Do you take Mahomes elsewhere and punt on the QB for 1 more round so that you can get a true RB1? I don't know. What are your thoughts there?
Could, but if Mahomes was his guy, he went out and got him.
Yeah. No. I'm about that, and I also think too, just while we're looking at Jared's team, because I really actually like that, because very solid receivers too. But does Mahomes value? Where is he right now with Hill gone and different offense? Now is he still right here? Which I think he is. I think he is.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I like Herbert a little bit more. I would rather hold off for Herbert or Burrow personally, but I don't know. He's still right there.
You still got a bad man. You've still got a bad man there with Patrick Mahomes.
Murray I love, but injuries, late season struggle. Jackson I don't really have a problem with, but I can't personally draft him because of what he did to me last season.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather have Mahomes over those 2 guys.
Yeah.
So right now I'm leaning towards Herbert and Burrow, but don't get me wrong, man. I think Mahomes going to come out with a vengeance this year. I think a lot of people are saying that offense might be done. That the sexy teams in that division are the Broncos, the Chargers, right? Even the Raiders. So I think Mahomes is going to give it all he's got.
Bro, for the first time in probably his entire career, other than his first season, we're going to see a hungry, motivated Mahomes.
Yeah.
A Mahomes that actually has to try and they can't do the bullshit anymore. We're going to see a Mahomes who every week has to come in and be that guy. And I think we're going to see a totally more locked in Kansas City team. It's not going to be this backyard shenanigans, which lost them the playoff game against the Cincinnati Bengals. I think we're going to see a locked in Andy Reid, a locked in Travis Kelce, a locked in Patrick Mahomes. And I think it's going to be really fun. I think it's going to be really fun.
Yeah, can't just throw it around and pray for Hill and Kelce to do Hill and Kelce things. So yeah, it'll be good. It'll be interesting here. Don't forget running back Debo. Yeah, some leagues I guess he is. I have a feeling Gainwell ends up getting the most work in the year. Very talented. That could happen. Yeah, Ron was saying he would have taken him over Gus if Gus was gone. Sure. I jumped the gun to QB pick, but I thought everyone would be going to get QBs. Hey, you got the conviction, bro. You know what I always say. That's your guy. Go ahead and get him. Would have loved Lamar in the 7th. Yeah, I think Lamar is a really good pick there in the 7th.
Yeah, and I honestly don't think you necessarily jumped the gun, Jerry. But I'm glad you said it that way because isn't that such a fear when you're doing the draft?
Oh yeah.
It's such a fear. It's like everybody, once the 3rd round comes around, the anxiety hits. Or once that quarterback goes, the anxiety hits. And it's like, oh my gosh, I cannot not have a quarterback. And that's why you can strategize all off season long about not grabbing a QB, not jumping your man. You have got to be bold, man, to not go out and get your guy because it's scary, man. It's scary. You want to go get him, and you've got to really have your feet in the sand. You really have your feet cemented right there so that you are not going to bite.
Absolutely. The fear of not getting a quarterback or tight end is very real.
Yeah.
Very, very real. So be like me, and people could start taking quarterbacks left and right, and then you panic, right? And then you get, or you could be like Steven, you get Trey Lance and Tua this week. So.
Oh, yeah. Baby.
Gainwell was highly liked coming out of college in the draft. People were talking about him with the bigger names. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
He was like RB45 and rookie. Oh, yeah. No, absolutely right. And if he's going undrafted right now, that's definitely a guy to look at, right? So, yeah. Great draft overall.
Yeah, it was a fun one.
Still feel okay about your 2 quarterbacks there, Steven?
I mean, I think for like the strategy I came into this draft with, I'm okay with it. Also, I was really expecting Tom Brady to land to me. But honestly, if this was like a family league, I don't think Tom Brady makes it that far.
No.
I think Tom is going to go rounds 9 to 10 this year.
You probably could have sacrificed one of these receivers, Steven, for a quarterback.
Probably could have sacrificed DJ Chark. Yeah, probably could have sacrificed.
That was my favorite pick of the whole draft.
Yo, all right. So, I mean, I wanted Christian Kirk there. I thought Christian Kirk is worth a dart throw in that round.
Sure.
What round was that? Round 8 or whatever?
9. Yeah.
9. Yeah, I think Christian Kirk's absolutely worth it. He's going to be the number 1 receiver for the Jags. I'm expecting a little bit more out of Trevor Lawrence. I will say, I think the Jags are going to be like awful next 3 years. And I think Trevor Lawrence, like literally, like there's a good chance his career is over.
A lot of people do not like Doug Peterson as head coach.
I actually do like him, but there's a really good chance the greatest thing since sliced bread, his career is over. Like at a non-fantasy level, already it's kind of annoying because
he does play for the Jaguars. So
we thought Trevor was going to be great for fantasy. So for a certain extent, it is fantasy. But dude, no, coming out of college before he got drafted, people were hype about this guy. And when he did get drafted, people were still willing to draft this dude at the end of the draft, especially dynasty drafts, because it's Trevor Lawrence. Dude, now it's like both fantasy sense and real football. Like, I'm very nervous about how this is going to pan out. And like the Jags, like I said the other night, they've spent over $1 billion over the last, what,
Bro,
10
they got
years?
Evan Ingram. I'm
And,
good.
and they spend all their money on people like that. Evan Ingram,
He's a beast.
Christian Kirk, I want to say DJ Chark, and all these really bad assets that just don't do anything. Zay Jones, it's like, what is this really doing for your offense? Like,
Yeah, but once again, like they they had to go out and get someone. Like people be
I'm not
complaining if they
I'm
didn't
not
go out and
saying
get someone.
no, I get it, but like it's just very scary to me because I actually do like Trevor, and I just really hope that we're not sitting in a situation in 2 years where it's like,
Yeah.
dude, like eventually, like you as a quarterback, like you just get kind of ruined emotionally, and you're not able to kind of be that guy anymore. You have no confidence, and I don't know,
Well,
man.
at least he plays in the same division as the Colts. That
Yeah,
should
yeah. I mean, to a certain extent, we got to go against the Jags and Davis Mills next year, so that'll be
yeah,
fun.
yeah. So that should give him some
Yeah,
confidence, right? So yeah. Derek Derek Lincoln, salute the catch. What's up, man? I missed the draft. No, so upset I missed the mock draft. Want to do one? We'll have one next week, man. Yeah. Make sure you're part of the Discord channel for those of you who want. And we always send the invite first in Discord, and then it gets posted to YouTube. So I'm sorry, man. Truly sorry you didn't get to draft with us tonight, but we'll have one next week for sure, man. Uh, let's see. I definitely don't want no one second Cincinnati offense with Burrow, especially with the new O line. Yeah, man. Yeah, I think that new O line is going to actually have some pretty strong fantasy impacts.
I think that the Bengals are definitely a team I want a lot of part of on the offensive side.
For sure, including Joe Mixon, right? I've been out that way for like
Joe Mixon,
a minute.
Chase, Burrow.
Yeah.
Like that's a triple stack that I would want a lot of pieces of. I would do that. I mean, last year we talked about the
Yeah,
Packers, the Cowboys, the Bucks. This year,
and
that's
that's a
an
doable one. I mean, especially if
yeah,
you're at the end of the first, snagging Mixon and
Chase.
anywhere between the ninth and 12th pick, you could easily get a Mixon and Chase.
Yeah,
Might not happen. It depends where Chase goes, but you could easily do it. And then Burrow, obviously like in this draft, in the sixth or in the fifth, I mean, you could easily do that stack. Yeah, yeah. What do you think, Tom Brady's a different coach, Todd Bowles? I personally think he'll be fine, Andrea. I do. I
yeah.
think Brady will be coaching the offense. Yeah. Leftwich is there. Arian's still in the front office. I think it'll all be fine. Will he play? Oh yeah, he'll be fine. He probably prefers it that way. There's a lot of
I
reports out there that
I think that was the reason he's
yeah,
gone.
yeah, we might find out down the road, right? We'll see. We'll see. All right, boys and girls, we'll go ahead and wrap things up for the night. Another phenomenal, way too early, 2022 fantasy football matchup with you guys, with the Catch Fam. Thank you guys so much, as always, for getting this put together. Thank you guys so much for everything you guys do for the channel, for the community, and all your guys' support here in the fantasy off season. We appreciate you guys so much. We love you guys so much. Make sure you guys hit that like button on the way out. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you are new to the channel. Discord link is in the description down below. Completely free to join. If you guys want to join later mock drafts, that is the best way to get updates, is to be a part of the Discord channel. We will have another mock draft 8 p.m. sharp Eastern time next Wednesday. Whoa. Spencer's here. Hey, Spence.
Spence,
Got to cut
never
off
say never.
some mofos. Yeah, Jerry coming through with the never. You say we're both little people and you
And you
like it
like
that
it that
way.
way.
Spence, let me see. You got the best draft. I
um,
will be streaming tomorrow, guys. I'm back on the stream wave. Madden streams are coming back. So come hang out tomorrow. I'll be starting those streams between 8 and 9 each night. And yeah, I'm super
Eastern time, baby. Eastern time.
Eastern time. I'm super excited, man. I'm going to be streaming on a regular basis again. We're going to do a Saturday night late stream. I'm pumped, man. I'm pumped. We're going to play some Madden. Fortunately, not a ton of fantasy content for me to intertwine there. But yeah, we're going to get back to some regular streaming. So come hang out, man. Keep a lookout. I'll post on Discord when I'm live as well. But got my new setup, got my PC. The Madden quality is actually going to be legit Madden quality. It's not going to look like I'm playing on a Nintendo 64, so I'm super stoked. So yeah, I'll be on tomorrow night. So hopefully I see you guys there. Spencer says Kenobi got a good squad, and Steven got a good look at that.
Dude.
Yeah.
Before Spence was on, my face was like this, and
Yeah.
now my face is like this, brother. Now I'm all pumped, man. I got my little alien guy representing, yo. Spence, what's up, my guy? Love you, man.
Kenobi's my top team. Interesting enough, that was an auto draft team. Kenobi didn't make it here, but it is a good team.
It is.
I feel a little hurt. Spence, but I had a weird draft tonight. I'm not gonna lie, it's not my strongest draft. I had an interesting draft, but it's good to have you here, and I'm glad you stopped by in the stream. Would not be a complete stream without you, so I'm glad you're here, bro. I'm glad you got to say what's up. So,
John, are we gonna have a buffalo wing contest this weekend? Huh? You think you can beat me in buffalo wings, boy?
I mean, I have an entire shelf of hot sauce. So if
I could beat you in sauce.
No,
I would literally butter you up full of sauce, brother.
No.
I could eat anyone with sauce on it. All right.
Spencer, he got Mixon, Debo, and Andrews. I did like the beginning of Steven's draft a lot. I did actually really like Steven's draft other than Trey.
I thought my draft was pretty shitty, to be honest.
I actually think
after DJ Chark, man, I was like, I'm signing off. I almost signed out of the draft at that point.
Yeah. Derek, I just joined the Discord. Awesome, man. Awesome.
That's what's up.
Love it, bro. Appreciate that support. And yeah, man. Happy to have you in the Discord, and definitely get you hip to the drafts a little bit sooner that way. Steven always makes it weird. Yeah, I kind of was trying to cut him off there. I don't know.
Weird and frisky, brother. Weird and frisky.
Don't really know what he was getting into. Yeah, Steven and I will be together this weekend for a couple hours. So pray for me, everyone, for my safety. Yeah, if you want to eat some wings, I will definitely destroy you. I will send my hot sauce collection in the Discord. Yeah.
We'll have to do should we do like a part 2 of the combine video where we do like
we could do a hot sauce
trial, like a sauce trial. Who was the guy who has that podcast where he brings people on? And...
Yes, I'm trying to speak when I said hot ones like 3 times. Yeah, I literally have like a ton of sauces from Hot Ones. Yeah, here, I'm gonna send it.
Cool stuff.
And some of them will really mess you up. And
good, I like to be messed up.
I've actually been getting back into my heat tolerance and eating a lot of spicy things and hot sauces. I actually just bought a ton of hot sauces. So I am prepared already. And I feel like we need to film this somehow.
Yeah, we definitely need to film these type of sauce trials.
Ronald, we were not ignoring you, bro. What are you talking about? Love you, bro. Have a good night, Ronald. We'll see you soon, brother. If I send you boys something, would you eat it? Ooh. If it's that one chip challenge, I don't know, bro. I mean, yeah, I'll do anything hot, but I won't do like a straight up pepper. I'll tell you that much. Like you send me like a straight up ghost pepper, something about the texture I can't do. But yeah, hot sauce or like I'll try the hot chip challenge. I'll do it if that's whatever you're getting at, Spence, or if it's just your hot beef shirt. The one chip challenge is pretty rough, bro. Like I love the hot sauce grind, but my brother, I will admit, my older brother Tim, shout out to him, is like at a completely different level, and he told me that's the hottest thing he's ever ate. So I'll do it for the catch. Yeah. Steven is quiet, so Tommy Gummy Bear. See, like that's the thing, man. Real quickly before we sign off, things that are just like so hot that like it's just painful and like just has no flavor. Like there's some stuff that I'll eat that's super hot, but I enjoy the flavor, you know?
Yeah.
Like the bomb is just awful. Like it just feels like there's a burnt gasoline lit car seat on your mouth that won't go away. And then like a really, really like potent scorpion hot sauce or like a ghost or like a Carolina Reaper garlic is just like it's really, really freaking hot and painful, but there's still flavor. Like I don't know.
I see Ronald coming in here with a nice comment about Old Bay, man.
Old Bay
is so good. You put that on crabs or you put that on fries. On fries, bro, you put some. Ronald, do you put Old Bay on your fries?
Well, there is there is an Old Bay hot sauce and there's an Old Bay seasoning. But
well, okay,
just
buddy.
put that out
Oh,
there.
so do you think you're like a savant with the
I
sauces
do. I
or
know.
something?
I know
Like, do
far
you go
more
to
than you do.
like do you go to winery
Yeah.
and people are like, they got their wine
I start
tasting,
pulling
and
out
you're
hot
like,
sauce.
you pull out hot sauce, and you say,
Yeah.
and you just kind of wiggle it around your nose, and you're like, well, this was seasoned back in 1990.
It would be real. This is always the good point for like a new viewer to come into the stream and be like, this is supposed to be a fantasy mock draft. Jane coming through with the Asian Zing. I do like Asian Zing. I do. Asian Zing is pretty fire, actually. Sweet Baby Ray's best barbecue sauce. It is
yeah,
good
baby.
too, for
It's
sure.
so good.
Yeah. Old Bay on fries and chicken and Pete crab fries. Baby says Ronald.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in trouble. I'm an addict. I'm addicted to
And
Steven.
Steven.
Dude, mango.
Yes.
Mango
I love it.
habanero is probably the best sauce that B-Dubs does for sure.
Mango habanero is so hot, bro. It makes my
If you
tongue
think that's hot,
ravenous.
you're gonna have a rough time this weekend. Perfect. Can't wait to watch Steven cry this weekend. You think that's hot? Oh, you're in trouble, big boy. All right. Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I can't wait to watch Steven cry.
All right, big boy.
Habanero, probably my favorite type. Ooh, it's zingy. Like it smacks you real quick. I like. Okay.
Listen to how John's smacking his lips right now.
Ooh, I like hot sauce.
He's definitely
bro,
gonna go
man.
downstairs and start just like drinking this shit.
All right. Love you guys. Love you, Catch Ham.
Yeah,
We're at that point.
Signing off. He's signing off.
We just went from like 8 viewers to 3. So love you guys. Love the food talk. Love this community, man. Love the Catch fam. Thank you guys so much for everything you do. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Discord link in the description down below. We will talk to you guys. I'll be on tomorrow, so I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, and we'll have another mock draft next week. So we'll go ahead and sign off, and that'll do it for the night. So thank you guys so much.
Peace, Spence.
Let Steven talk. Yeah. Is that all you want to say? Sorry, I didn't give you an opportunity.
It's okay there,
Yeah.
buddy. I said to jump in.
Okay.
Go ahead, finish.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching and or listening. And remember, yes, Sod here on the Catch. And peace.
Peace.
Peace.